be doing a mukbang today. Now, all of this food was prepared yesterday, so I can't really like do a spread and lay it out for you guys because there is a lot of food, but it's just, it doesn't do justice, especially the oxtails. It doesn't do them justice, like how they look being refrigerated overnight. So I just showed you guys some plates, and here is my plate. My plate is looking beautiful. If my camera will focus, I don't even know if it's focusing. Hopefully it's focusing, but. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a mukbang slash like life update slash kind of like, not even a story time, just like basically a life update. And if you hear any like music in the background, it's Daniel on the PlayStation. But yeah, so basically what I'm eating is oxtails, rice and peas and cabbage and greens and stuff. Now my dad recently came down here for the weekend. He stayed in my guest room. And it was a really fun weekend. It was really fun. My dad really liked Daniel. He liked my new plays. You know, he got to see my brother. My brother had a football game on Thursday, and he got to see that. And on Thursdays when my brother's football game was, and so we had went out to like a restaurant or something to eat, but he was like on Friday, which was yesterday, that he was gonna cook. And I was like, well shit, go for it. But I was not expecting all this. Now, all my Haitian subscribers, you're probably gonna know what it's called, but I cannot for the life of me remember what this rice is called. But my dad was looking everywhere to find this specific spice. It's like a little cube. I'll look it up or something and insert it somewhere here. He was looking everywhere for that spice and couldn't find it. And it's supposedly like this black mushroom that only grows in Haiti. And that's what makes like the rice have this black tint. If you guys can even see that, like it kind of looks like purple to me, like a taro like color. So yeah, he was looking everywhere. And you know, I live in Florida, but I don't live in Miami. We do have a lot of Haitian people in Florida, but in northern Florida, we don't have a lot of Haitian immigrants, so there's not like a high demand for like Haitian spices or restaurants and stuff like that. So like he couldn't find the spice anywhere, and he just so happened to be like at a gas station or something, and there was this old lady speaking Creole, and he went up to her and asked her like, hey, do you know where I can get this spice? And he found it. When I tell you, he started cooking this at like 4 in the afternoon. We did not eat this meal until 11 p.m. It was worth it. Cause he was like, if you like let it simmer longer, like it'll just melt off the bone and it's not like all tough, and it was definitely worth it. So yeah, I had a really fun weekend. My dad actually left like this morning, and it was kind of like bittersweet, you know, because like he wanted to stay until tomorrow, but his wife has to work tomorrow, and then like my younger siblings need to be taken care of, so he couldn't like stay. So I mean, when you have babies, you gotta work, so it's like, you know, it's sweet because she's getting overtime, but it was like bitter because it's like I really wanted to spend more time with them. And my brother Kaz, he didn't really have that much time with him. So, but I mean, he still saw him, so that was cool. I'm thinking of when my next trip to New York is gonna be, so I can see like everybody. But when I went to my brother's football game, I remember one of you guys, one of my subscribers that went to my old high school, she had DM'd me like weeks ago and was like, hey, you should really come to the football game and blah blah blah. And at first when she said it to me, I was like, girl, I'm 22. I do not want to be like those creepy ass young adults that I used to see at my high school game where it's like, honey, you graduated like 5 years ago, why are you here? So I didn't want to be mean, but I didn't want to be one of those people. But then I found out my old high school was playing my brother's high school. So I was like, you know what, I might come by and support. But then, plot twist, my dad came down the same day where that game was happening. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. But I forgot to tell the girl that I was gonna be there so I could at least say hey to her. But crazy shit though. A day after the football game that we went to, there was another football game for another rival school, and there was a shootout. 2 people got injured, 2 teenagers got injured, and then 1 person ended up dying. It's like you can't even go out and do anything innocent anymore without bullshit. It's like, it literally happened like right after the football game too. And my brother was supposed to go to that game, but instead he came over to my apartment to see my dad. So that was a blessing. What else? Oh yeah, and I ended up getting my dad like one of those jewel pens, you know, so that he can quit smoking cigarettes, because he's been like smoking cigarettes ever since like I was born. And you know, my dad's older now, so like he's not like old, but he's like 43, so he's not old, but it's like that's when like health complications and shit start popping up. So yeah, he wanted to get off of smoking so that he could fix his blood pressure and stuff. So I got him a jewel, and he hit the jewel one time. No, I'll probably say like maybe 3 or 4 times. But then he got his brand new pack of cigarettes and just threw them in the trash, which I've never seen him do in my life. Like I remember when I was younger, me and my little brother used to like sneak his pack of cigarettes and like break them all up and stuff, and he would be so pissed and wouldn't talk to us for like a whole day. Because in New York, cigarettes are like $12 a pack. Down here, they're probably like $6 or something. But yeah, he would be really pissed about that. So just seeing him like throw the pack of cigarettes away, I knew like it was something serious. And he was just so grateful that I did that. Well, that me and Daniel did that for him, really. Because I've never had a jewel pen before, so I didn't know how it worked. And Daniel like showed him how it worked and stuff. But yeah, I made sure that I watched him as closely as he could while he made this, because this is him. This is hitting real good. Update on my social life. So I did get a new friend recently, and she's really cool. She goes to a college near like by where I live and stuff, and like ironically I met her on YouTube Live. Like I was going live on YouTube, and like she messaged me in there saying how she was from Jacksonville, and that's back when I was moving, and she was like, oh well, I'll help you if you need help moving and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. In the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not about to ask this girl to help me move, like that's kind of harsh, you know, like, but I'll be cool with her and talk to her or whatever. So like we did a meetup date to like hang out and stuff, and like the first time we hung out, like it was okay, but we were just both awkward, if that makes any sense. Like, because me, I've never met anybody off the internet before. Like I'm really old school. Like, I meet people when I'm already in public, and then, you know, it is what it is. Like, I've never done the whole, like, meet people off dating apps or, like, meet people off Facebook. Like, I've never done that. Like, I was raised, you will get kidnapped out here, okay? But I went outside my element, and, you know, we did a little lunch thing, and it was awkward. Because we were both just awkward. Like, I can't even blame it all on her. I was being awkward as shit. So then, we gave each other space for maybe like a few weeks or so, maybe even a month. And she just texted me out of nowhere and was like, hey, do you want to like go grab some drinks sometime? And I was like, you know what, this is gonna be a way more laid back type of thing, because, you know, at least when you drink, you don't have to be so anxious, and you don't have to be so like awkward and shit. Like, you could just be you and not give a fuck. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So we decided to go to some beach bars at Neptune Beach. I've never been to any beach bars at Neptune Beach. I rarely even go to Neptune Beach. I need to start going there more, because Jacksonville Beach is ratchet as shit. Well, they're boardwalk and stuff anyway. I know there's like some like parts or whatever, but they're like boardwalk and stuff. It's ratchet as hell. Niggas always be fighting and shooting shit up. But on Neptune Beach, it's more so like old people there, and it's really quiet and nice. I was even surprised they had beach bars there. It's such an older vibe. So, you know, we meet up and we go to one beach bar. It is like scorching hot outside. And it's like how the bar is set up. It's like there is the bar, and then there's no inside. It's like all tables outside. Some of the tables didn't have umbrellas, so no shade, you're just hot. And she was under the impression that like we were gonna go swimming and stuff. Like, look, I'm not from Jacksonville. I've seen way cleaner beach water. I'm not getting in that beach water. That beach water looks disgusting. I'm not doing it. Like, swimming wise anyway, like I'll put my feet in it and shit. So like, I didn't think to put a bathing suit on. I just came in there with like a denim button up with like some short shorts underneath, like thinking it's gonna be a breeze at the beach. There was no breeze. It was hot as shit. No umbrellas on the tables, but they did have these weird little pipes above everyone, and it was spraying out mist. And like, the second somebody hopped up from a table with an umbrella, it was like that. A brand new group just ran to the table, took the table. So I told her, I'm like, look, the second you see somebody get up at the table, let me know, because I'm burning up. So, and I didn't want to be drinking and be hot. Like, that's how you pass out and die. Like, that's not what I'm not trying to scar the girl for life, you know? So, we, a table opened up, and, you know, she was so fast. She just got up and ran to the table, right? And I'm like straggling behind her. And as we get to the table, these two other white girls get to the table, right? And the two white girls just look at us like, you know, like shook. And like me, and I knew, this is when I knew she was like cool. Because there are three types of people in that situation. You can either be A, be a bitch, and be like, oh, excuse me, this is my table, like get the fuck off, you know. B, you can be passive and just be like, oh, you know, here you go, you can have the table. Or C, you could say, hey, would you guys like to sit with us? Like, there were girls, like, it's hot as shit, like, it's not a big deal. It was like a table with like 2 benches on each side, like, you know what I'm saying? So when the girls pulled up, me and her at the same time were like, hey, would you guys like to sit with us? Like, you know, not being this. They were like, no, what, you guys are fine, you guys can sit. We're just like, girl, we're like, she was acting like we were gonna like beat her up. I'm like, bitch, we're being nice to you. So we sit down, and she is so funny. Like, the first time we went out and got lunch, she had a jug of water and asked the server to get her some ice, and she was like pouring her jug of water into the ice, like little quirky shit like that. And then this time when we were going out, she had like this, you know those containers where it keeps your liquids cool or hot on the inside, like a thermal type thing? she had one of those filled with tequila. And she just asked the dude for a cup of ice, and she was like, yeah, girl, I'm not about to pay for no drink when I could just do this or whatever. But I don't go out much, so I don't really mind spending money on drinks, because I don't go out and drink often, right? Or like ever, to be honest. Like, this is my first time going out and getting a drink at like a public place since my birthday. So the beginning of June, and it's about to be September. Yeah, I'm okay with spending that $7 per drink. It's not gonna, you get what I'm saying? But it's just so funny to me because she just does not give a fuck, and I just thought it was hilarious. So, you know, we order food, we get like shrimp and fries and stuff when we're eating, and you know, I'm drinking my little drink, and she's drinking her fucking tequila straight out of some ice. And yeah, we were just having a really good ass conversation. Like, we were just talking about our families and like relationships and stuff like that, like hobbies and shit. Like, it was just way more like both of our guards were down basically, and like we were just talking or whatever. And you know, after that we went to like some gift shops, bought some clothes. What else? Oh, then we went to this one bar, and that shit scared me. That shit looked like the fucking salty spittoon off SpongeBob. Like, for one, all the windows were blocked out, so at first I was like, do I even want to like go in here? But she was like, what do you mean? Like, let's just go. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. Like, they want customers, right? I'm like, I guess, but I'm just getting a weird vibe from this place. Like, so we go inside. It's pitch black in there with like small little lights. There's like 5 pool tables. They're playing like metal music in there and shit. The bartender has like scars on his face. Like, and I'm like, girl, what the fuck are we doing here? She does not give a fuck. Like, she's just like, oh, you know, la-di-da. And we go and sit down. And I asked him for just like a Jack and Coke, because like, to be honest, those drinks I got at the bar beforehand were like very weak, like super weak. Like, I didn't feel nothing. And meanwhile, homegirl over here is drinking straight tequila, and you know, she's lit. So I'm like, you know, I need a little something something, because we're not gonna be leaving the beach for a while. So fuck it, because we have to sober up before we drive home anyway. So I was like, yeah, can I get a Jack and Coke? He was like, cool, made it for me. It'll be $4. I'm like, dope, that's a bet. Go anywhere else, they'll probably charge you like $7 for that shit. Especially because I asked specifically for a Jack and Coke. Like, if you want to go the cheap route, you just say bourbon and Coke or some shit, or whiskey and Coke, you know. Like, I specifically said Jack and Coke, so I was expecting him to tax me, but no, that shit was only $4. And I gave him my card, and he was like, oh no, we only take cash here. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what type of hole in the wall ass shit is this? And I look in the corner, there's this fucking rinky dink ass ATM, and I'm like, oh, if I swipe my card on this ATM, not only are they gonna charge me like a fee for swiping it on the ATM, but they're probably have like a chip reader in that bitch or something. Like, that's how sketchy that place was. I thought there may be a chip reader in the ATM. So homegirl was like, hey, I'll just loan you $5. And I was like, I really appreciate it, you know. And when I got done with that drink, I was like, girl, let's get the fuck up out of this shit. Like, I really felt like I was in the fucking Salty Spittoon, or that bar where they went for the SpongeBob movie. It was too much. So then after that, we just like sat on the beach and just talked, and then drove home. It was a good day. Well, this is just a bone, but that is that. Hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang and this life update. I usually don't really talk about my life on this channel. I usually talk about it on my vlog channel, but I stupidly deleted the story time that was supposed to come up today, and I was like, you know what, my dad just cooked, I'll do a mukbang. I got a lot of food. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have ever had what I'm eating right now, let me know what this rice is called. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Les mouillés mon oui m'pose m't'ai fait une josse font appel rapide vite m'rele ou bonne. À cette ambition dit m'gère pour bonne.